your host, Will, and that's Quinn. And we got another great episode lined up for you today. We're diving in deep into the NBA Finals, breaking down everything that happened in Game 2, the key moments, standout performances, and what went right and what went wrong, and what adjustments need to be made moving forward. We're also looking ahead to a highly anticipated Game 3, talking about what each team needs to do to take control of the series and who has the momentum heading into the next matchup. And of course, we're mixing things up a little bit by bringing you some NFL news from the latest headlines, off-season moves, and storylines you need to keep an eye on as the football season gets closer. So sit back, relax, and look in and lock in because you're tuned in to Mixing It Up Podcast, where sports talk stays real, opinion stays honest, and we'll break it all down. Let's get it in.
Let's get it in. We have a lot to talk about. Let's just say that Friday night was one of the most impactful games and the most heartbreaking games for any Spurs fan that watched that game on Friday night. We were up by 12 and we had the momentum, and it looks like the momentum shifted to where the Spurs were going to even the series at one game apiece. But those final three possessions really showed us a lot with this team, with their inexperience and the moment of the bright lights being on that stage. We have to we have to say that that turnover was very costly when Wimby got the rebound and pushed it up court and it hit Castle's back, and Brunson was right there and realized it and got fouled, and that was the game right there. That shot, last shot, 9 times out of 10, Wimby makes that shot. That's his sweet spot. But it was definitely a heartbreaking loss, 105 to 104. I know these Knicks fans are excited because President Trump's going to be in the building tonight, okay? A lot of anticipation, okay? But we're not going to talk about President Trump. We don't care about him. But we know the Knicks fans are excited and everything. In fact, I saw this little reel on Instagram the other day where the Knicks made a song, and it says 105 to 104. Somebody please check on Tonio. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because we know, like the great Kobe Bryant said, rest in peace. Job's not done. It's not over till it's over. It's the first to four, not the first to two. So we have a long series on our hands. I do believe that our boys will come in tonight with a different mentality. Yes, we know the Garden is going to be loud and raucous and rolling, and they're going to be ready to go. But I feel like our boys are ready for this moment. And when your back is against the wall and you have nothing to lose, you're going to play like you want it all. So with that being said, I think that tonight our boys really need to step up and play like it's game 7 of OKC again, when you had nothing else to lose. Go out there and just do and trust each other and trust the process, and the rest will work itself out. But we are on the verge of an exciting night tonight. I'm sure most of us are sitting on pins and needles, to where we really don't anticipate what's going to happen. But I do anticipate somebody from the Spurs to step up big, and that somebody that I'm anticipating to step up tonight is Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is going to have a awesome night tonight. I do believe he will start over De'Aaron Fox. I think Mitch has seen the writing on the wall that Harper needs to come out there and start. But I'm expecting big things from Dylan Harper tonight. Of course, I know Wimby will do what he needs to do, but Dylan Harper will have an exciting night tonight. My brother, what is your take from the game yesterday?
Um, it was very interesting game. I think the spotlight really got to them. Um, they were making costly plays,
Mm.
like Vassell, you're a point guard. Wimby's not a point guard. With Bronson standing right there in front of you, you should know that he's not going to try to bring the ball up himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one play that cost us. So With that being said, are they going to come back from it? Yes. They need to play it like Game 7 against OKC and play it like their life depended on it because it pretty much does.
Yes, it does.
Because if they can't do what they need to do tonight, the series might be over. It's not
History
going to be
shows
it won't be a sweep, but it might be over.
history shows us that teams that go down 3-0 are 0 and 164
Yes.
coming back. So this is we're not saying that, okay, it's going to be a sweep, but like my brother said, I mean, if they go 3-0, you don't have a choice. You don't have a chance. Like you really don't.
You got to win the next 4 games no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They held Josh Hart. They held him down good. OG, they held him down pretty good. They didn't allow him to shoot the 3-pointers as much. Cat 8 for 12, 66.7%, 21 points. Michael Bridges 20 points. Brunson 20 points.
7 for 25 from the field. So we held him in check.
Yeah, we held them all in check, especially Brunson. 7 for 25, 2 for 8. He had 4 turnovers. So it's not like we can't do it. It's just those little costly plays. Knicks shot 41.6% to our and then they shot 39.5% from the 3-pointers. And I think that's one thing that helped them a little bit to stay into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because we shot 47.4% from the field, 37.9% from the 3-pointer. So we only had 70.4 from the free throw, and they had 76.
You know what? That last 6-7 minutes of the fourth quarter, I noticed a sense of urgency from the Spurs.
Oh yeah, they did.
A sense of intensity.
Turnover rate, we had 16 turnovers. We still doing those costly turnovers. That needs to be in check. And that's one thing that's been hurting the Spurs last series and this series is the turnovers. Mm-hmm. They got to do better on the turnovers. Control the ball, control the atmosphere, control the rhythm, and make it work.
You know the old adage that says you can only control what you can control? That's what you need to do. Control what you can control.
And a lot of it, they could control all this.
Yes.
Those costly turnovers, Wemby going out there with 4 blocks with 2 steals. That's great. He led the team in steals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So the defense was there. It's just them trying to do that extra 3-pointers when it doesn't need to be done. They need to go into it and get to 2 points, keep it ahead.
Yeah.
14 points. We was up by 14 points, and now you want to shoot threes for what? You're already up.
And that's what I've been saying all series. Like, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. I don't understand what it is with them when it comes to these 3-pointers. Okay, let me just say this. If a 3-point shot is open, I don't mind you taking it. But if you know it ain't there, don't take it, because Friday night, they took too many threes. I mean, it was to the point to where they got away from the game that they wanted to play. And it showed last night. It showed on Friday night. It showed when you shoot the 3, sooner or later, there's going to be a lid on the basket and nothing's going to go in. It's not going to happen. These ill-advised 3-pointers are not doing anything for the Spurs. They're not doing anything except what we're noticing is when they shoot that 3, the Knicks capitalize, and that's when they run the court. Because I seen Shaman and them boys run the court, and the way that they move that ball around is precise and crisp. It was like left to right, right, left. And it was literally, if they had a shot, they took it. And it went in. It's because they're moving the ball around.
I think the Spurs need to go back to their old school passing the
Yes.
ball.
Yes.
Get them flustered. Where guess what? Everybody touched the balls before a shot could even go unless it's an open shot.
Exactly.
Period. Guess what?
Period.
Everybody touches it constantly. There's a couple videos that I watched that came across my timeline, um, where the Spurs did not even bounce the ball. It was just a constantly pass after pass after pass
Mhm.
after pass. Got the open layup. You keep passing it like that, it's going to fluster any team out there, any team in the league. It will fluster them.
I pulled up the 2005 championship team with when we played the New Jersey Nets, and that year when we had Parker and them boys, we passed the ball all over the court. It
Yeah.
was to the point to where Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson were confused as all get out. Like,
And it wears the team out. It gets them tired because
mhm.
they have to constantly move and constantly put stuff out there and do little stuff like that. So it's going to confuse, it's going to tire them out because guess what? They got to stay moving around.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, we need to see a different type of ball tonight with the Spurs. We need to see that championship mentality that we know that these boys have.
Oh, yes, most definitely we do.
I love what Stefan Castle said. Said we can't harp on those two games and think about it because those two games are done and those were two winnable games and quite frankly he was right. They gave them away. Um, because it could be a different type of series. It could be to where we're up 2-0 and the Knicks are on the brink.
Yeah.
Or it could be or it could be to where, it's one apiece.
And
So
I think that's one of the biggest things that you see. Um, they're just letting it slip away. Um,
yes.
they are young, but they need to do it. I personally think, since you brought it up earlier, last game Fox actually did what he was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he went 8 for 12, 2 for 2 for 3 pointers, 20 points in 33 minutes. Harper went 22 points. 32 minutes for 15 points.
Yep.
So Fox stepped up. He did what he was supposed to do. He just need to make sure that he stays that way, especially this game.
Yes, for sure.
Um, do I don't see him pull. I don't see Mitch pulling him and starting Harper.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I could
Hmm.
see Fox still starting.
Okay.
I really do. Um, but it's just like another thing that comes down to, and I will constantly say it when Harrison Barnes gets in there, when Bryant gets in there, when Connect gets in there, they need to be on it still. They need to score. You know, Connect scored only 1 point because he shot a free throw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you're taking Wimby's spot. You got to pretty much play like Wimby.
So you don't see Dylan Harper coming out and starting?
No, I don't.
So let me ask you a question. We all love De'Aaron Fox, and we all love the player that he is, but he hasn't been playing to his potential like Dylan Harper has.
He hasn't, but right now numbers talks too.
Right. Okay.
When Harper takes that starting role,
Mm-hmm.
it's too much pressure for him right now.
Right.
Look how he performed in OKC,
Okay.
having all those turnovers and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he will do that. And that's the
Okay.
only reason. But
Okay.
guess what? When it comes down to it, and I'll say it again, KJ, why is he not playing more minutes?
I was just gonna say that, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
KJ got 15 minutes and 42 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like,
That
I don't get
means you have starters playing the whole entire game.
that. Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they're going to get tired.
Yep.
Okay. KJ is the sixth man. He plays that role. He embraced that role. Let that man cook.
Exactly. Let him cook.
If you do not allow him to cook, he's not going to get into the motion. He's not going to get into the flow. He's not
Mm-hmm.
going to be able to
Yeah.
get to where he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Spurs has the players. They don't have the experience, but they have the players. They
Right.
have the team that could be able to do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You didn't play 5 people. Cool, got it. Don't play them. But guess what? You need to give KJ his minutes. KJ is
He's the
not a
sixth
15
man of
minute
the
player,
year. He should be playing more than he's playing right now.
especially in the clutch time.
Thank you.
Because if he's able to get that momentum, get that flow going, guess what? It's going to be a whole different atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make it a lot better. It's going to make it where he could get that rhythm going.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's how I feel. Bryant needs to step up. Connect definitely does. And we've been saying this the um whole entire thing.
Postseason. Whole entire postseason. Like Cornette needs to step up. We need to see something from Cornette tonight.
Yeah. Because he gave Wimby a 7-minute break. Okay. 8 minutes. But yet you didn't take a single shot. You got fouled once. You got 3 rebounds. You stole the ball once. And you gave them, let's just say, 4 points because you did 2 fouls.
Yeah. No, we need to see something different from Cornette tonight.
Like he needs to step up. He needs to do what he needs to do. He needs to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're gonna be that backup to him, be that backup. Because guess what? I also read and also saw that they put an article out. I don't know if it was on the Spurs or ESPN or something, but they was talking about moving Wimby to the power forward and letting Connect come in as the center.
No.
Okay. So then you could have two big people out there.
So basically, we're gonna be like the old days, like David Robinson and Tim Duncan
Yes.
and Twin Towers, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can't see it because if Connect cannot hit shots when he's not in there, if he can't do nothing when he's not in there, that's going to leave that whole opening up. The whole center is going to be open. But it also brings Wimby being able to be out on the perimeter more. Guess what? When he gets that rhythm of shooting his threes, he starts hitting them like it's nothing.
Since you brought up Wimby, I want to see something magical tonight. Wimby, we need you in the paint. We need you to be aggressive in the paint. I understand you can shoot the 3 ball because we've seen you make it before. But starting tonight, we need to see you in that paint. You need to be in that paint driving in. If they force you to shoot, that's when you dish it out. Because Karl-Anthony Towns has been owning you these past 2 games. He's been making you look like you're a scrub. And we know you're not a scrub, Wimby. We know you're not. I need you to be physical, put that head down, body up, and fight your way to the rim. Because if you do that, Karl Anthony Towns is going to get winded. He's going to get winded. We don't need you running the ball up the court like you a point guard. No, pass that out to Stephon Castle or Devin Vassell. Let them run the court, or Dylan Harper. The more you get involved, the more the team gets involved. The more you start to get your rhythm, guess what? Everybody else gets their rhythm. So tonight, Wemby, please, with everything that I love, my family and God above everything else, please go into the paint. Please. That's all I'm asking. Please. I'm sure
I just think
would agree.
I just think he needs to get away from that point guard look too.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't see him having the ball handling skills like Vassell, Castle, Fox, Harper does to get it in. I just don't see it. And I think that's one thing that needs to, hey, break it down, calm down, relax a little bit, bro. Let your team do their position, and then you go and do it.
Yes.
Because once you hand it off to Vassell, Castle, Fox, and you running right up the middle, it's an easy lob.
Yeah, easy lob.
Easy lob. Get your, guess what? Assist after assist after assist, you got it. So that's what I say that needs to be done.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree. But we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go to the NFL, and we have some headlines, I hear, don't we?
No, we got plenty of headlines.
Oh, okay. So are we gonna play a game today?
We might.
Okay.
We might get it in. So it goes off of the headlines, of course, the games.
Okay.
And let it go from there.
Okay.
All right. Keyshawn Bolton to attend Patriots minicamp after missing volunteer work and amend trade speculations.
That doesn't really surprise me at all. I mean, Keyshawn Booty. Okay, I'm off the New England Patriots and whatever they're trying to do, because I heard a report that Mike Vrabel said that they are now the favorites to win the Super Bowl because I have A.J. Brown. You think one-hit wonder Drake May gonna get A.J. Brown to the Super Bowl again? Think again, brother. Think again. You know what? I can't wait to see A.J. out there and flop. I really can't. I can't. Next.
Okay. I think the same thing, but okay. Okay. Seahawks AJ Barner expects to be one of the best tight ends in the league after the Super Bowl season. What is your comments on that?
You see the look on my face right now? You see the look on my face?
I'm just asking.
Can we name 3 tight ends that are better than him? I know I can.
What's your 3?
Noah Ferguson, Dallas Goedert, okay, and then the great Zach Ertz. I mean, I can't. Who else? So he said that he's going to be one of the best tight ends after winning a Super Bowl. That's what he said.
It said expects to be one of the best tight ends in the league after a Super Bowl winning season.
Who is his quarterback? Sam Darnold, correct?
So here he goes. I'll read the first couple to you. Tight end AJ Barner earned a breakout season in 2025, helping the Seattle Seahawks rise the Lombardi Trophy. The 24-year-old is aiming to take his game to another level in year 3. Definitely better, way better, he recently said. I expect myself to be one of the best tight ends in the league. I think I played up to that standard, not consistently, maybe throughout the whole season, but definitely have done that. I hold myself to a high standard, and the goal is to win championships and play in the big games. and also bring that same mindset to training camp when I'm back out there with the guys. That's how I'm feeling. I think I can take it to another level, and I think it's going to make my job hopefully easier and my process leading up to game day that much easier.
Okay, so we've heard that Sam Donald, had supposedly resurrected himself because the Seahawks won a Super Bowl. I'm not saying Bonner cannot have a good season, but I'm not expecting the Seahawks to go back to a Super Bowl. In fact, I'm not expecting the Seahawks to win the NFC West because the Rams have somebody in the name of Myles Garrett. And that puts the Rams in the driver's seats for the NFC West and possibly a Super Bowl. So, with that being said, I wish AJ Bonner all best wishes for the season, but I don't think you're going to be one of the best tight ends.
All right, we got Steelers running back Caleb Johnson out to prove he's not a bust after a rough year one in the NFL. Jacob Brissett, Cardinals quarterback, is to report for mandatory minicamp.
Okay. So he reported for mandatory minicamp. What does that look like for them? Because he's a rookie. So is he? I don't know. I think he's a bust.
I think he's going to be.
I think he's a bust. I really do. I think that he's a bust. I really do think that he's not going to show out like people think he is.
All right. We got Max Cosby, focus on recovery, moving on with Raiders after Nick's trade. It says water is under the bridge.
Okay, so water is under the bridge, right?
Yep.
So Crosby, if water's under the bridge, let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. Let's see, because that trade that the Raiders made, send Max Crosby to the Ravens, and then they backed out because of his injury.
Yep.
He's now back in Vegas, so he didn't want to be there, but he's back. So if water's under the bridge, I'm expecting you to show out this year, Crosby. Now, something just popped in my head, and you as a Cowboy fan, I'm sure you would love this. If Jerry called the Las Vegas Raiders and said, in my own Jerry impression, I'll take Max Crosby off your hands for a first-round pick, would you take it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that they would save the Cowboys' hopes of doing anything this year?
Yeah. Because I think he could really come back. The injury is, he played through it. He's healing. And I really do think that he'll be able to come back from it and to make that impact on the other side. That's just me.
All right.
So
we've got some time, and anything, because we've seen trades. Anything can happen. Would you be ecstatic if you get an alert on your phone?
Yes.
I'm sure you would be. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure you would be, because I know you was hoping for that Myles Garrett deal.
Oh, I was. But hey, we know how that goes.
Yes. What we got on tap?
Last one. You ready?
Let's go.
Will Anderson says Texans most definitely have title aspirations. We got Super Bowl caliber players all over the field.
Sell. And the reason why I'm selling is this. The Texans played the Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago in that divisional round. CJ Stroud cannot figure it out. He did not have Tank Dell. Okay, so that's a huge hole in the offense. Okay, but the Texans have Super Bowl contention with all the players. Just because you signed Reed Blankenship don't mean nothing. I love DeMeco Ryans as a coach. I love him as a coach that he will win a Super Bowl one of these years. But it won't be this year.
I don't think I could see them making a playoff run.
Yes.
But not a deep one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's just that.
I can see them winning the AFC South. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna win the AFC South because nobody in the AFC South that can compete with you. Okay. But you're not making a deep playoff run like any of these other teams are. So we're going to stay in the AFC, and we're going to talk about those Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, we have just learned that he will be returning for 2026. He's back in the mix. So with that being said, now that Mike Tomlin is gone and Mike McCarthy is back in the building, and George Pickens is gone and DK Metcalf is there, what are your expectations for Mr. Aaron Rodgers this year?
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
I really don't see him doing nothing. He's already up there in age. He's very injury prone. I just can't see him really coming out to do anything.
Okay.
Like, he's going to have a great year, especially if he stays healthy. I could see that. But for him to do a deep playoff run, I don't see it.
Hot take. I see it. And I'm going to tell you why. Him and Mike McCarthy, they have a very good connection. Okay. Do I think the Steelers are winning the Super Bowl? No. But I do expect them to make some noise this year, especially with you brought TJ Watt back, okay? So
where do you think they're gonna go? How far?
Conference championship.
The AFC Conference Championship.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna happen, but okay.
Well, that's if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, though.
It ain't gonna happen, but okay.
Okay, all right. Okay.
All right.
Oh, going back to the NBA, we have just learned that the refs for tonight are as follows. Crew chief, Mark Davis, John Goble, and Curtis Blair.
Good refs. Good refs.
Very, very good refs. Can we applaud Tony Brothers for actually calling the game the correct way, somewhat?
Yes.
I was very concerned when I saw Brothers out on the court, but he held it in check. Now, did you happen to see Rick Brunson, with that, when the scuffle with the Fox and, his son and everything? He's like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yep. That should have been an automatic technical foul.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have been automatic tech on Rick Brunson, yes.
But yet the ref let him play it out and let him come in. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So, but that's all we got for now.
That's all we got. You got anything to close it out, my brother?
All right. And that's going to wrap it up for us for another great episode of Mixing It Up Podcast. We appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in and rocking with us as we broke down the NBA Finals for Game 2. Looked ahead at the big Game 3 matchup and mix it up on some of the latest NFL news. Make sure you stay locked in because we got more content, more sports talk, and more great discussions coming your way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notifications so you'll never miss an episode when we go live and drop new content. Be sure to follow the podcast and join us on the conversation. We want to hear your thoughts, who takes game 3? Can the series shift momentums? And what NFL stories are you watching the closest? For now, this is Will. That's my boy Quinn from Mixing It Up Podcast signing off. Staying blessed, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.